Nostalgia used to be a quiet ache in memory. Now it's a feature engineered into every app and product we touch. Designers don't just mimic the past. They weaponize it, using retro textures, grainy filters, and analog aesthetics as tools of persuasion. The trick is simply, if something looks like it belongs, you're more likely to trust it, even when its logic is alien. This is not about authenticity, but illusion. A counterfeit intimacy that makes algorithmic systems feel familiar. As the archival footage describes aluminum's practical utility, it mirrors today's design rhetoric, which promises substance through form. The material is just style repackaged as function. In product manuals, sleek finishes are sold as proof of quality, while inside systems grow more opaque and complex. We're taught to value what we can see, not how things actually work. A lesson in passive trust that makes it easier for companies to obfuscate. Retro interfaces become emotional anchors, making us blind to the alien architecture behind them. A vintage filter on a social media feed doesn't just look nostalgic, it acts like cognitive soft padding, dulling our awareness of data extraction and algorithmic manipulations. We're trained by design to feel at home in systems that are fundamentally hostile. The nostalgia is not memory, but a brand promise. You don't need to understand this, just trust it.
Triumph O 1933 represents a pivotal moment in automotive innovation, blending advanced engineering with Art Deco elegance.
The archival voiceover's celebration of American cars as symbols of success echoes modern tech hype cycles, where disruption is dressed in old-fashioned heroism. This is the heart of nostalgia as product design. It doesn't just reference history, it repurposes its power to sell an illusion. Roland Barthes has described this with his concepts of studium and punctum. The former refers to general interest, while the latter pierces you with personal meaning. But in today's curated experiences, punctum is lost. What once felt intimate becomes background texture for another algorithm's loop. AI is now so adept at mimicking human behavior that we can no longer take for granted whether an interaction carries genuine intent or algorithmic design. Digital tools replicate handwriting, voice inflection, and even emotional cadences, feigning intimacy to disarm skepticism in a world growing accustomed to automation. These digital imitations are not just aesthetic choices, but strategic ones. aimed at deepening user trust by exploiting our longing for authenticity. The line between sentiment. Just this week, news broke that a South Florida immigration lawyer's identity was cloned using artificial intelligence. The system mimicked his voice and email style to deceive clients and steal sensitive data. This is not just fraud, it's emotional engineering at its most dangerous. By weaponizing nostalgia for the human touch, what we call trust, the AI, system exploited our natural inclination to believe in authenticity, even when it no longer exists. Identity cloning takes design mimicry a step further.
The greatest example of America's success is the motor car of quality. Any place on earth, you will find America's automobiles serving the people.
Postman warned us that technology doesn't just change tools. It commandeers language itself. Words like freedom, connection, legacy are now features sold in sleek packages with retro filters and pixelated throwbacks. These interfaces become more than convenient. They seduce by evoking trust we once placed in lived memory. But when every UI feels like a curated flashback, what room is left for authentic experience? The past no longer reflects on the present. It's deployed to mask its instability. As soon as nostalgia enters the design process, it ceases to be a memory and becomes a mechanism. The past is not preserved. It's re-engineered for mass emotional leverage. These manufactured echoes are sold as authenticities, but they erode our ability to distinguish real from repurposed. We begin to crave what we don't understand because the design tells us to. The result: a hollow core where memory should be. There was once a relationship between object and maker. Now there's only interface and illusion. Nostalgia, as design, is not just about aesthetics. It's about control. It creates dependency by offering the comforting lie of continuity, while quietly outsourcing our memory to machines that forget as fast as they record. The final irony: we build systems to remember for us, only to forget how to question what they show.